I know, the title is intense. But let me tell you something that happens to almost every man who's truly loved. You invest months, sometimes years, in a woman. You give it your all. And only when you're already destroyed inside do you realize the signs were there from the very beginning. Look, most men don't fail because of a lack of love. They fail because of a lack of information. What I'm about to share comes from evolutionary psychology and female emotional dynamics. These are real, studied patterns that repeat themselves. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Today, I'm going to show you these 7 signs. And the 7th one, I guarantee, is the one almost no one sees in time. It's silent, subtle, and it's exactly what destroys men like you the most. Stay with me until the end. This could change the course of a relationship you're living right now. Sign number 1. She makes you feel small, but she's smiling while she does it. You know that comment that feels like a joke, but it tightens your chest? Wow, you really did it that way? Said with a smile. There's a name for this in psychology. Veiled devaluation. Her subconscious is constantly testing your value, and when you laugh along with her, you signal that you accept being diminished. Over time, your self-confidence begins to silently fade away. Sign number 2, she's only around when she needs something. Pay attention to the pattern. She disappears. You miss her. Then she shows up, affectionate, close, and right after that, she vanishes again. This activates your brain's reward system in a way that's identical to an addiction. It's called intermittent reinforcement by psychologists. It's the same mechanism behind slot machines. You keep playing in hopes of the next payout, and she, often without even realizing it, keeps you trapped in that loop. If this content is making sense so far, hit that like button right now. It tells me I should keep bringing this kind of depth to you. Sign number 3. Your intuition is screaming, but she has an explanation for everything. You feel something is wrong. You question it. And she always has a logical, perfect answer that makes you feel like you're overreacting. This is called DARVO, a pattern identified by psychologist Jennifer Freed. It stands for deny, attack, and reverse, victim and offender. When you start apologizing for being suspicious, something very serious is happening to your perception of reality. Sign number 4. She tests your limits and punishes you when you set them. You say no. She goes silent for days, or she cries, or she calls you controlling. Healthy boundaries are never punished by someone who respects you. When setting a limit creates drama, the message is clear. Here, you aren't allowed to be your whole self. Sign number 5. She constantly compares you to other men. The ex, the friend, the coworker. The comparisons seem innocent, but biologically they trigger a state of competition and insecurity in you. Your brain enters scarcity mode. You start trying harder, giving in more, diminishing yourself more, all to win a competition she created and that you never should have entered in the first place. Sign number 6. You've lost yourself trying to please her. You stopped seeing your friends, you gave up your hobbies, you changed the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you think. And worse, you didn't even notice when it started. Healthy relationships expand who you are. Toxic relationships erase your essence bit by bit, like a slow and silent eraser. This identity and attraction dynamic is exactly what I dive into in my full guide, Attraction Secrets. There, I show you how to reclaim your magnetic presence, the kind of energy that attracts genuine respect, not emotional dependency. The link is in the description. Sign number 7. The quietest and the most devastating. You stay out of fear of being alone, not out of love. Stop. Breathe. And ask yourself honestly, are you in this relationship because it makes you feel good? Or because the idea of starting over terrifies you? The fear of loneliness is one of the most powerful emotional triggers there is. It makes intelligent, capable, high-value men get stuck in bonds that destroy them, not out of weakness, but because of humanity. But staying where there is no respect isn't loyalty. It's self-sabotage with the face of love. Ending a cycle isn't a failure. It's the bravest decision a man can make for himself. Now you have what most don't: emotional vocabulary, clarity, and awareness. This is a real advantage. Use it wisely.